on this week's episode of I-45 Confidential.
We all are triggered by that smell because we all know what Blue Magic smell like.
I hate when she wears a wig.
Same. I'm not going to keep coming in here and you're watching me. I don't want to steal your shit.
Didn't ask for permission because back then you can't call long distance, much less internationally.
I don't have a 4-head, I have a 5-head. So I have issues with that.
You are about to witness a conversation, a confidential conversation between lifelong friends. For more than 3 decades, they've laughed, cried, yelled, danced, traveled, and learned together. They are experts in nothing, but experienced in life. Welcome to the conversation, and welcome to I-45 Confidential.
Welcome to I-45 Confidential Podcast. My name is Rochelle. I'm the person least likely to call you back. And I'm in the house with my friends, my confidants.
Hey.
We got Elise.
Hey, it's authentically Elise. I'm Rocksteady and I'm ready. Let's go.
She ready. She ready. Before Tiffany Haddish was ready, she was ready. Okay.
Already with the ready.
Okay. We got Mo in the house.
Hey, it's Mo. I'm a real unicorn. I make babies at 40.
Yes. Swimmers. And then we have Kim.
No, she didn't say so.
Hey y'all, it's me, Kim, the social butterfly, Afro chameleon. I'm here. I fit in everywhere.
Today we're going to talk about our hair. And as African American women, our hair has really had a place in our culture that's defined us in many ways. So I want Kim, tell me a little bit about the Crown Act, because the Crown Act is one of the things that actually changed a lot of the rules when it comes to being able to wear the hair that grows out of your head.
So in 2019, the Crown Act was enacted in California. It actually started in California. Mm-hmm. And actually Crown stands for Create a Respectful and Open Workplace for Natural Hair. I did not know that.
I'm done.
I did not know that. I had no idea. So that's where it began in 2019, June of 2019. Mm-hmm. In Texas.
Sounds so recent.
This is what blew my mind. In Texas, Governor Hot Wheels signed into law in 2023.
Did you say
2023?
Yeah, that's what they call him.
That's what I said, Governor Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Governor 2023. We signed it. Not we. He signed it into law in 2023. We are now in the year of 2024.
The year of the Lord, 2024.
Right. But he signed it, and the killing part to the Crown Act too is it's only 22 states that have it.
Okay, let me just interject really quick. Y'all already know Texas is slow, and I love the place where I live, but Texas is slow about a lot of stuff. Juneteenth, baby, they've been free for so long that they didn't even know.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at least we're in the top. At least we're in the top 20 something, right? There's other 22 states that don't even have it yet.
Right, I get that, but 2019,
yeah,
now 2023. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. I have never had issues with my hair in the workplace. So, never.
Like, have you always worn your natural hair?
I have not. But again, remember I said I'm oblivious to a lot of stuff. So unless they were just outright telling me they don't like my hair, I mean, for the longest I wore a weave. I was unbeweavable, baby. But what made me go to wearing my natural hair, I went to a play with my family.
What year was this?
I couldn't tell you what year it was. But
around?
It was, I don't know.
I mean, I started my natural hair during 2013.
Let's say 2001.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 2001. We went to a play in Houston. We went to see The Lion King. Yeah, we went to see The Lion King, my family, our large family. So we see The Lion King here in Houston. And what happened to me was I saw so many beautiful Black women wearing their natural hair. In San Antonio at that time, it was not happening. I was really the only one because I had stopped wearing my weave, but I would pull my hair back in a ponytail because I didn't want it out big and fluffy, and I didn't want people to look at me crazy. But when I came to Houston, I wore my hair down, and I started doing it like that, wearing it out, and it just was what it was. But it was in Houston where I saw people wearing it, and my cousin said to me, "You have to wear your hair like that all the time. You have to, because they do it here. We do it here." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, but I'm from San Antonio." So, yeah.
My hair is shaved. I do not consider myself to be a natural hair person.
Why?
Because my hair is shaved. It's not my natural hair that people see. That it's not, because my hair is not even coming out.
What are you
talking about?
Okay.
I mean, y'all get to see Shell. She has a beautiful, it's white. Her hair is white. It's shaved close. It's shaved, right?
It's shaved.
So what are you talking about when I see
because I think I would feel differently about my hair, and I know for sure I'd feel differently once it starts growing and it starts having texture.
So then what do you think is on your head? What is that?
It's not a scalp. We're not looking at a scalp.
Well, I'm
really
looking
not.
at your hair.
Yeah, okay. So I feel differently about this hair than I would if my hair grew out,
Why?
because it represents something else to me.
Such as?
Texture.
What is that? What is that a representation of? Well, let's start here. Why is your hair this short? Why did you cut it off?
Well,
it's beautiful.
It is. It's
I mean,
very
like
beautiful.
drop dead.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
envious. That's what I want. At 60, my hair is gone. I'm done with it.
Your
So
head's-
I started graying really early. Part of what my PCOS. I don't know if you guys know.
I didn't know you had PCOS.
Yeah,
well, tell people real quick what PCOS is. So we just
It's a polycystic ovarian syndrome. I hope I said that right. And what happens is you have an excess of androgen that comes from insulin resistance, and the androgen turns to testosterone. But it also changes your hormonal balance in your body.
Oh, okay.
And everybody has different symptoms, but part of mine was me turning gray early and me having male pattern hair growth.
How old were you?
19.
You were 19?
19. So I've been coloring my hair religiously. I should have put some money into a hair coloring company, because they didn't got all my money. And especially when I went to Paris, hair represents something. And me being an artist, the hair is literally your crown. Like when you come out, it describes, it fills in who you are. Especially in a place like Paris, where there are different African people and different people from different places. You can tell the person where they're from by their hair.
So do you feel that way? Was it something that, I don't want to say trauma, but were you discriminated in some sort of way with your hair being that short?
No.
And then it growing out? Or
No, that's how I feel about it. I would have never let my hair grow naturally, because I don't think it looks nice. I just have to be honest about it. I know everybody has a different way about it. I just don't think it looks nice. I don't think it looks professional. Now, me shaving my head, you don't see the texture of my hair because it's barely coming out of my scalp.
So it's the texture that bothers you, but then see that too. Well, okay, well, if you say texture of your hair, then to me, in my mind, that takes me to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like
A little self-hatred.
like yeah. No, I don't want to say self-hatred, but colorism, like a color, like you have a problem.
It's not colorism at all. When I grew up, hair represented it represented something to me. When a woman became, in my opinion, this is how I saw things, when they became upwardly mobile, their hair got better. You were able to take care of your hair more. Now, back in the day, we didn't do natural hair in the 80s or whatever it was.
No, we didn't.
And so the thought of me being upwardly mobile and being successful is tied to my hair being done. Being done doesn't mean it comes out of your hair naturally. There are things that are done to it and things. So I just have a very different way about it. I know people feel like I don't hate my hair like that. I just don't like the way it looks.
So, okay, because we've all been on a natural hair journey, right? I don't know when the last time everybody else had a perm. A perm for us is straightening.
Yeah.
Right? But
Relaxer.
a relaxer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sorry, but that's what we call it. We say perm.
Yeah, perm.
It's a permanent.
Yeah.
But we're a diversified audience, so we can say relaxer.
So I wonder if it is because you were in Paris at the time, or we were watching the evolution of our hair here in America, that our perceptions changed, because we probably all felt that way at one point. When you go into workplace, you definitely going to have it straightened,
Coiffed.
pulled back, whatever. But that changed probably early 2000s.
Let me say this. I know a lot of African people, proximity.
I met here in the U.S., evolution in the U.S.
Yeah, but you don't see African people wearing their natural hair in the same way that we wear our natural hair.
Well,
At
Understood.
all.
A lot
I
of
understand
wigs.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
I got
Lot of
that.
different-
Because it's, but
Even their natural hair, it's stuff that's being done to it. There's a way here. They just think we should just wake up and like wherever the hair looks like, and they're not doing that there.
but who
That's why I
cares?
said specifically in the U.S. So yes, we have styles that maybe look unkempt today, because especially the boys, I think, right? Yeah, the boys have this style. They have this whole brush thing. You guys have seen it. You know, they brush the hair and it comes out in little whatever, little curls. They've had that for about at least a decade, I think, or so. So maybe the perception of that, which is going on, it's still going on in the U.S., right? There's some things I hated Jay-Z with those big ass locks.
The
but
wigs.
it was very boss. Yeah,
We don't
Right.
call those locks. That's something else.
the wigs. Those are wigs.
Oh, let me tell you,
Wigs.
I got a really weird story. I had a friend who told me, because I don't know why. I was young, and remember, I didn't know. We grew up in Spring. There were some things I just didn't know. You knew stuff because you've been to New York.
What did I know?
Everything. New York has everything.
going to the summers in New York was
It's a learning experience. So she told me that the locks, how they make the locks is there's a special clam that has a special gel in it, and they would take the clam gel out and put it on their hair and let it sit for about 10, 20 minutes, and then they would dip their hair in the river, and they would come out like that.
That stink.
And I thought for sure that was true. No, 'cause-
I'm like, what?
I've never.
And I'm sitting here like, what?
yeah, because how am I supposed to know how they got it like that?
Because she told you so.
I guess.
But anyway, back to the
Public service is nice.
So even being back in the U.S. for so long at this point, do you still think that way?
Yes.
You still think it? So unless somebody is in the workplace and has their hair pulled back, natural gel back, okay?
Yes, it needs to be coiffed. It needs to be
You would hate
attended
me.
to it.
When
Yeah.
I don't have these braids, I am big, beautiful. I have said it before. I look like a hair bear. My hair
but
is
your
all
texture
over
of
my
your
head.
hair is not the same texture as mine.
But what's the difference? I understand.
You can
See?
only say that by having hair like yours.
And I was just about to say that. That goes back to that whole like light skin, dark skin
Good hair,
type
bad
thing.
hair.
Good hair, bad hair. I think there's no such thing as bad hair. I don't. So 4C hair, whatever type hair you have, good hair, kinky hair, whatever, it's all good. So if I were, and I work with people who are natural, whose hair, they do have 4C hair and it's just all over. I think it looks great.
Okay. Well, I don't have a problem with somebody else wearing it. I do have a problem when it's not coiffed. So meaning,
But you can't coif that kind of, coif, I get
can
I get it.
because I see Africans all the time. They do something completely different here.
I
than
know,
we
but
do here.
I'm gonna say this, and I say this with love.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah, I don't mean to hurt your feelings. You want to
Here
hurt
it
my
comes.
feelings.
It ain't
Here
no
it comes.
fucking Africans in this room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll say it as a joke and with love, but I think you're basing, to me, it sounds like you're basing hair on Africans and blacks, and we're completely separate. So we're completely different with our hair.
But why is that? Like, why are we so, especially because people think when I go natural, I'm going back to my African roots, and that's not exactly what's happening here. I think personally, because when you see people with dreads, I always ask, is it about purpose or is it a style? Because it's either one. So I think they're not doing it for purpose, they're doing it for style. If I see the neighbor that
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, you're
completely
right
different.
about that. But as far as like, I didn't go natural to go back to my African
I didn't
roots.
either.
I just went natural because I was tired of putting perms in my hair and I was tired of wearing weave. It was breaking my hair out. And I personally don't think that I have good hair, quote unquote, good hair. I
not
think it's
good
just
hair.
a decent.
You have
no,
soft-
but-
Your curl is just looser.
right. I
Yeah,
think it's
easier.
I think it's just a decent grade of hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like,
You gotta be careful with
Africans-
that. When you say decent grade of hair, that's
yeah,
still
I know. But the whole African and black thing, there's a separation, obviously, because of continents, right?
Yeah.
But our culture is just different.
Yeah,
Our culture is
completely
different. So that's why I'm saying, like, I know it sounds like your perception of hair is just based on Africans. And I'm not saying it's wrong, right? Because it's your perception, right? But at the same time, here in America, I don't see anyone wearing their hair unprofessional or
Unkept.
just like,
Unclothed.
and like you were just saying about the boys.
Yeah.
I work with boys. I work with middle school boys, and they have that hair all over their heads. But to me, it doesn't look dirty. It doesn't look unkept. It just looks like little black boys who have just decided to let their hair do whatever. Because Brooklyn is the same way, right?
Yeah, but his hair is always done because the mama do his hair.
Yes, I do. Because I'm a single mom, but I have to do it myself. But here's the thing. Let me say a couple of things. Number one, when I went natural, when I'm saying go natural, because you have to be specific, meaning no relaxer, no additives. Even the color that I use is a rinse. Okay. I have noticed at my age now, my hair texture is totally different now. So believe it or not, when my hair is wet, I have a natural curl pattern. And I can see where Brooklyn gets his from. But here's the thing. I think my forehead is too big, and I've always been self-conscious of that. I want to rock the style that Shell has. I really, really do. But I don't have a 4 head. I have a 5 head. So I have issues with that. Now, me looking at Shell, I'm telling you, the perfect milk dug shaped head, and that cut is boss, is shaved. It's pure white. People are paying money for the color that
Big
she
money.
has.
It's beautiful.
The shine that she has.
Yeah.
I can be honest because I'm her friend, and I can tell her this. I hate when she wears a wig. I
Same.
hate it.
Yeah,
I hate
same.
it.
I don't like it
Because
either.
it takes so
Yeah.
much
Hated
away
it.
from her.
Yeah.
Takes all of it away. You
The
know,
one time I saw you wearing one, I was like, ew.
Yeah,
Brother.
But see, 'cause here's the thing.
Man,
Here's the
your
thing.
friends
When-
do.
this.
When we
It's always
finally
the
get on
friends
video, you guys are gonna see it, and we gonna make her put a wig on, and we
Yeah.
want to hear from y'all because honestly,
We'll vote
she
on
doesn't
it.
see what we see. Just like she tells us that we don't see what she does.
We don't see the beauty.
She does not see the concept. She's rocking it like my mom is rocking hers. She's got pure white hair, and her hair is growing, and she's got a totally different texture to her hair now as an older
I
person.
like her shorter too.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I think I told her, I said, you know what? Your hair growed out is making you look older.
Yeah.
It's funny because some guy at work, some random guy, knows nothing about. He saw me without my wig. He says, you look younger.
Yep.
And this is literally by happenstance completely. So I would dye my hair. I know my hair grows because I'd have to dye it every 2 weeks because it's growing out of my head. So who says our hair don't grow? It grows.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. And so, but always putting color and stuff on it, and it takes a lot of time. You can't do stuff. You got to redo it all the time. It was just this thing where I had a lot of energy into it, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. And so I said, let me stop coloring my hair. And then I had a really small thing, and then I wanted to try to put some blonde. It turned out really, really bad. So I just told my husband, just shave my head. Now, interesting enough, I literally shaved my head with nothing. And I saw that I had on my scalp 2nd-degree burns in patches because of the damn relaxer that you want to leave on until your
Yes,
hair is
Lord.
straight.
Because if it's not burning, it's not straight.
And I literally have 2nd-degree burns where there's no color. And then I let the hair grow out and it came out all white. I did not expect that at all. Literally, it was a happenstance.
Waiting, but that's interesting. I wonder what our bald heads look like. How many black women from the who grew up in the 80s and whatever have? I mean, I know I have burns, because you could feel the scabs as it was.
Y'all remember
healing.
Hawaiian silky perms?
Oh yes.
Yes.
I
No.
put a Hawaiian.
'cause you were in Paris.
Paris. I remember getting a Hawaiian silky perm and in college, and somebody kept saying, "Don't put that on your hair. It's too strong. It's too strong. Don't." Y'all put that on my hair, and it burned my hair. But when I rinsed it out,
Bone straight.
no, no.
You lost your hair, girl?
No, the curls, I had to have it pressed because it did not straighten out my hair like
Oh,
everybody.
really?
Oh my
okay.
God. Oh my God. Y'all didn't know that? I always, if I got a perm, when I went home, my mama had to press it.
Really?
Yes, because I would have big flyaway wolf hair. Because perms, I don't know if it was because the people who was putting it on there was not doing a good job. I don't know, but my
you
mama
did
was
all
asking
that?
her.
'Cause I
It's
did it
in
myself.
hindsight. Let me just tell you this. What you were dealing with which is what a lot of people are dealing with now, but because of knowledge, we know better. Your hair was just dehydrated.
You're probably
Your hair was
right.
thirsty.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So that automatically makes you look like what's it called?
A wolf?
No, I wasn't gonna give you wolf. I was just gonna say like a
Puffball.
Yeah, a puffball.
I looked like a puffball.
Right,
I've
right.
always looked like a puffball.
I remember
So,
actually that I remember
see,
that
now
'cause
we
you
know
had colored your
hydration.
hair too.
Yes.
You had colored your hair back in the day too. So
And I looked like a puffball. When I learned how to braid my hair, when I went home for the summer, I would braid my hair. And then I had someone who would do, when we were on campus, who would do 2 braids for me.
what campus? Sam Houston?
On Sam Houston's campus.
I don't remember
Y'all
having
could have
2
been
braids.
gone.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
could have been gone. But I had 2 braids.
Let's take this all the way back because we're talking about in the past like 2 decades, right? We're all here over 5 decades. So let's go back to the first decade. When we were younger, our mothers did our hair with the blue or the green,
The blue magic.
or the what was it, ultra
Coconut oil.
sheen or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all
Yeah.
sat down, got our hair pulled
Murray's
out our
wax.
heads. Yeah, had to sit still. That was that's the first thing. So
My mom
No.
didn't
Let's
use
go back
that.
one more.
okay. That hadn't started quite yet. I'm
hadn't
talking about
gotten there
when we were little, when we were young. With the bobbles.
I remember getting I remember getting my hair pressed back then.
Yeah, you did, but for special occasions.
Yeah. Special occasion.
So,
but yeah.
for the listeners who don't know, or
Special occasion is
Listen.
Easter, Christmas,
And
somebody's special birthday.
listen, I had an aunt. She's my great aunt. Okay, she was the youngest of my grandmother's sisters, and she did everybody's hair. Oh, you met her, Auntie Norma.
Yeah.
So, you know how many times a woman burned me? She's like, just settle down. Just, you know how they tap you with it?
Yeah.
They tap you. So they put this hot iron, this comb made of iron on the stove, whether it was fire or whatever. And that's what they
We still
straighten
have
our
ours.
head. And then you have to hold your ear.
Oh,
You still
God.
have yours? You should keep it. I need to
still
look
have-
for one.
yeah.
I still have-
That's
yeah.
It's a necessity.
Yeah.
No.
My mom still has
But
it.
are you keeping them for necessity?
Yeah.
Oh, you still use
But for those edges,
Well, yeah.
Well, I
but
know they
see-
have the electric ones now.
No, they do. They have electric ones, but I have an electric one and I have a regular one. The reason being,
old school?
Yeah, the old school girl. Yes, with
You remember
it's got a wooden handle, and I've got some Marcel's.
and
with the
Marcel, I was
wooden
gonna say
Marcel's,
Marcel.
yeah.
I'm still clicking.
They were magic with those things.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mama was a hairdresser.
So you
Oh,
already
that's
know.
right.
Oh, see, I used to do hair and makeup, so that's why I still
You
have
still
some of
do
this
hair
stuff.
and makeup.
I still do.
Darn
I
it.
still do. But for some people, honestly, I have pulled out my hot combs because if they have natural hair, but they want a look that has their hair a lot straighter, then I use that. Then that way it's heat, but it's not as bad as adding on product, and then trying to do something with it.
When I was a kid, my mama used to take ashtrays. Remember when we used to make ashtrays?
Ashtrays.
Girl,
Where we going with this story?
Hold on.
Yeah, look, we all.
Like, so she would take the hair, put it in a ponytail, and put the ashtray in the middle. So now they put like a little foam thing in the middle. But my mom
You know what? I'm ready to
walking around
walk out
all
the door.
day. Oh, that shit got heavy at the end of the day.
You had an ashtray.
It looked cute though.
You lying.
I
The
ain't lying.
plastic ones or the glass
I don't
ones?
even remember.
You know what? Shut up, Elise.
I mean, it is true.
It cannot be
You
that.
got a
She
point
said
there.
a glass one
I mean,
or a plastic
but it looked
one?
cute. It looked cute. I got these pictures of me at
Shell, for real? You lying.
Hold on.
Please,
The-
I need to see.
The earliest pictures I have of me, I'm 3 years old, and I got ponytail.
Ashtray in your head.
No.
My mouth is
my mama
wide
didn't put
open.
2 ponytails, like actual ponytails,
Yeah.
like
Please.
where she ever got them from, on me. And I
Please.
remember my daughter said, "Oh God, you had long hair." My mama
Please.
knew what a weave woman was. That's all.
Please, I need to
And
see
you know,
that picture.
my mom, she used to, when I was little, she always braided my hair. She's got hands. She could braid. But my dad, he hated when my mom would do my hair in braids. And then anytime that I would go over there, ended up being with my other cousins, like Elise said, that has soft hair. It's a different texture. They done took out my pretty braids because my mom, she was making designs back then when they weren't making designs. You know what I'm saying? Take my hair off. Now I'm looking like Puff the Magic Dragon about the head. You got me taking these pictures. And my mom was like, what the hell?
Please, I need to see
What
the
the hell?
pictures.
You know, my
Yes.
it's always when they send you away.
Yeah, I know.
That's what happened to me.
Where
Listen,
were you?
My mother sent. We used to go to Trinidad and Tobago every summer back in the day. So I was there, and then New York, and then we come back to Texas. So I was still really young. So I must have been like maybe 8. And my mom sent me, and my aunt, beautiful woman, she had beautiful hair. She decided to give me a perm.
Not without asking permission.
Now, she didn't ask for permission because back then you can't call long distance, much less
True that.
internationally across
Yeah.
the waters.
My mom would have fought her sister over that.
Woo, well, it wasn't her sister. It was her sister. And, you know,
Oh, y'all,
they were divorced.
even worse.
Oh.
And so what happened? Y'all know me. What do I do every summer? What do I do?
Get in the ocean.
That's right. And what happened? My hair fell
Get
out.
in the-
And when
hair
I
fell
came
out.
back, my mother was
That's when you had the pictures of you having short hair.
Girl, yep.
I
Yep.
need to see
I
the
remember
picture.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
I need to see.
I mean, I look cute. I look
No,
cute.
you were very cute.
I was cute.
That's why I know that your head's gonna be okay when you decide to cut your hair.
It's
Your
gonna be
head's too
okay.
big.
It's gonna be
Seriously.
okay, but she ain't
It
gonna
is
do
a big,
it.
it's a
She ain't
big
gonna do it.
round one, but I am at 60. I'm done.
You're done.
Shell, do you know me to really do my hair? When you met me, I had
no.
a jerry curl like you did.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know what? Let me just tell you this: when your mom first cut her hair, and when my mom first
Me?
cut,
I know.
I had
They
a
both cut
wave
their hair?
nouveau. I didn't have no Jerry. I had a wave nouveau.
girl,
but
whatever.
you had a curve.
You was following the drip. Anyway, when my mama first cut her hair, just like when Ann first cut their hair,
Yeah,
it was a shock,
so
but it was
nice.
like, but that's cute.
They were bad bitches with those
like for
haircuts.
real. It's like, no, you wearing that. And I just kept on telling her, I'm like, Mom, for real, it looks so good. And then she would have me coloring her hair. You know, she would get her hair cut. This was before she started getting the gray. She would get her hair cut, and she had made the best friend over at the beauty school. And this little girl was sick with the Marcells. So my mama had them real small, tight curls in the back.
Can you explain what Marcells are for the
Yes.
listening audience?
So Marcells are a type of curling iron. Right about now, to compare it to what you guys are using now, it's like the wands. Except for these, you have to put on the actual stove, or they come with their own little bitty stove that you can
Oven.
buy. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
an
right.
oven.
Little thing you
oven,
put in. I
little
forgot
oven.
about that.
And so basically, they hold an extreme amount of heat that you can't get when you're getting like a GE product or something like that. It only goes up to a certain amount of heat. And natural hair sometimes needs more heat to relax the curl pattern to get the kind of straight look that people want. Hopefully, you understood all that.
But what does it look? Okay, you said it's
It
like
looks
a
like
wand
it looks like
thing.
scissors. It looks like scissors.
Yeah, and they used to do
Okay,
magic with that
so-
thing. You used to twirl that thing.
Yeah. I was never a twirler, but you know, I burned myself enough to learn how to use them. Now, the cool thing is when you were working with Marcel's, if you didn't hear a click noise, they made a noise. It was like, it's like ASM or whatever they call it. It's like
Well, that would be a good ASMR.
ASMR. Yes, thank you. And it makes this sound. It's kind of soothing. And if you don't hear that click, if somebody's curling your hair,
Is it soothing
they're
or
not doing
scared?
it.
Because I was always scared.
No, that means that they're doing it right. Because if they can't manipulate and make a curl,
As a child, I was
because you have to be
scared,
able to
though.
turn it. You
Can
have
I
to be
tell
able to
y'all
turn
a
it.
story about some Marcells? I used to go to the beautician, and she would just, use the Marcells.
The stylist. That's what they call it.
Stylist. So we had some Marcells at home. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go to her. I can do this myself.
No, Lord.
I was probably maybe 18, maybe 17, 18. I could do this myself. Y'all, no, I had to be younger than that. I had to be about 16. Anyway, long story short, my mama insisted that I wear bangs. She's always insisted we have bangs.
Ooh,
She
you look
likes
just like
bangs.
Tootie, didn't you?
I decide I can take those Marcells and I could do my hair with these Marcells.
No, ma'am.
I burned my hair all the way to my scalp. So how can I hide this from my mom? Because if she finds out that I've done this, I'm going to be in big trouble. I pulled all the hair from back here, from the middle of my head to the front. My grandfather was the first person to see me. He said, what's wrong with your hair? And I said, nothing. Everything's fine.
Nothing to see here.
But I had singed my hair. There was a smell in the
I was
house.
about to say.
And the hair, I didn't pick it up good. It was on the floor.
Oh my.
Y'all,
You didn't cover your
my
face.
mama was like, you gonna walk around like that? I don't know what to tell you.
But you know what
There's
the
all
nothing you
the
can
way.
do.
with your mom being
Nothing
your
you
mom,
can do.
check this out. Yeah, exactly. Why would she punish you? You punished yourself.
You did.
I was just like, my grandmother was like, oh my God, why would you do that, Kimberlyn? What is wrong? I said, I just wanted to curl my hair in the front. I mean, that I heard, psst. Oh, I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be great. Oh no. I took that off and it was a line, like a light brown line, because I had
Right
singed
across
it
here?
so, I said, oh, my hair.
Yeah, you were.
So I've never messed with Marcel since then.
I mean, we just
never.
cut each other's hair back in the day.
Never.
so.
And I like to have my hair pressed, but my thing with the pressing comb, I didn't know. I thought it was natural and normal that people spit on the pressing comb.
That's to see how
'Cause
hot
my
it is.
mom-
That's
I
the
was
old
about to-
school.
I
thingy.
know my mom used to do it all the time, but when
Yeah.
I went and got my hair pressed at the stylist,
She
she
didn't
didn't
spit
spit.
on
She
it.
just waved it in the air. She would wave it in the air and it would be smoke,
Like
and she
you
would
just
just
don't
go.
care.
I was like, she's not gonna spit on.
She not doing it right.
She, I gotta have my mama redo my hair.
It's like the iron. You put your finger, and
Yes.
you got to see how hot it is now.
My mom would spit on. Psst, psst. Oh, okay. Well, I knew it was good.
Yeah,
It's good.
My husband, who's from another culture, hates my hair. Let me tell you how bad it is.
He hates your hair like this.
Yes, like this.
He's wrong.
Yes, but let me
Very
tell you what
much
happened.
so.
I was in the store and I saw one of his friends from the mosque, and I said hello. He's like, "Oh, Rochelle," without my wig. And so he goes and tells this other friend, and there's this whole thing at the mosque that my hair is shaved like a boy, completely down to the, skin, and it's going around, and she looks like a boy. And I'm telling my husband, I don't care what they say about me. So I have to wear my wig when we have relations.
Wait a
What?
minute.
I thought you were gonna say when you went to the mosque where his friends came over or something. What?
No, we don't. I don't go to the mosque with his friends, or they don't come over.
It was this role playing? You mean you mean role playing, right?
You just need to see a
But see, again-
female and
Yeah, because in their culture.
Oh,
I was gonna say, but
that
see,
makes
again,
sense. Then
that's where we go to African versus black.
Hold on a second though, but I think that is not just him because of his religion background. A lot of men
Don't
do not
want
like
short
women
hair.
that have short hair, right? They feel like they're rubbing on.
they're
some other
messing with a dude.
Yeah,
exactly. No, I mean I get the concept. I get the
Because
concept.
my hair's shorter than his. I mean,
Oh yeah, it sure is.
yeah,
isn't it?
completely. And so it's it's so funny. My daughter's technically mixed. Her father's Arab and I'm black. And so
What you mean? Technically, she's mixed.
she is mixed technically.
No, it's not
But it's not technically. She's mixed.
Okay, she's mixed. So
Didn't you talk to Sarah?
huh?
Yeah, really. For
Okay,
real.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. So she's out with Tisa's little girls, and I get a call, and she goes, "Mom, I got a call.
yeah,
Mom,
she told me this.
Mom, am I black?" I pause, and I can hear everybody's listening. I said, "Yes, you are," and they bust out laughing. I told you, Sarah. I told you. But Mom, you said I was mixed. I say, in America, baby, you're black.
Pretty much.
And I said, in Europe, you're mixed. In Canada, you're probably mixed.
But when you look at Sarah, you can tell that she's mixed with something.
Something.
Yeah.
You can tell by her hair, and you can tell by her features that she's mixed with something.
Yeah. But, so her dad,
I don't know. I just label her one of those ambiguous looking kids because there's so many of them that you have no idea.
It-
I was going to say, don't look
I
over
do
here because my
not
babies
assume.
look black.
Yeah, no. Your
yeah,
babies
baby,
look
don't
Mexican.
come on now. Mexican on a good day, white on
Hippie
the
look-
weekend.
Callie looks very white. I love you, Callie. And Kobe looks Hispanic.
He does look Hispanic. I would have thought that.
like-
But he
skin.
could be ambiguous too.
But you know what? I guess I look at it a little bit differently because let's see, me, my brother, my cousin Juanita, we're about the darkest ones in our family, like literally.
And you ain't dark.
And I'm not that dark.
You, like,
but
you
let me just tell you
passed the
this.
paper bag
Yeah.
test.
Yeah, I would pass the bag. But let me just tell you this: even when
You mean they're all
Elise-
yellow?
They are high yellow, up there high. When Elise had come over a couple of times to see my grandmother, she, even when my grandmother wasn't knowing a lot, she just looked at Elise like she must belong because she looked like the rest of them.
I'm not high yellow.
No. But
I got the
features that
green
you have eyes like
Yeah.
our family does. We have blues and greens and grays and stuff like that. So she just looked at her like that. But here's the question that I got for you, and I got to go back to it. Let's just say you did not have a wig.
I ain't getting no nookie.
Oh, wow, no cookie.
How did you meet? You met him with a wig.
Of course.
Oh,
And I met him
okay.
in Paris when I was an artist.
Oh, so in his mind, that's his image of you.
That's,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
but things change after a decade or so.
yeah, but a man likes what he likes,
True.
and that never changes. I remember when I lost a little weight and my breasts got small. We had a conversation. I was like, "Wait a minute, that's what kind of relationship we in?" I didn't know.
Could be.
I didn't know. He like them.
It's important to talk about everything before you.
It is.
No,
And-
it is.
And you know what's so funny? You said that. Check this out. When I was married, well, this is before we got married, right? My ex, he had started gaining weight. And I said, hey, you gonna need to work on something. He said, wait a minute. He said, your fat ass is telling me that I need to lose weight. I said, exactly. But here's why. When you met me, I was a fat ass. When I met you, you had a 6-pack. We need to keep it going. Because you met me the way I am. And I met you the way that you are. So don't get mad at me that now I'm looking at you looking like a little Teletubby right now. Don't.
Yeah, some men.
But we
honestly,
get it.
Some men, yeah, but some men don't care. I can honestly say
some
that
don't.
my ex did not care. He didn't care. I mean, there's other things with that too, but he didn't care about any of that. I never felt.
But at least you're already
unwanted.
You're a pretty person
Yeah,
on a
but
natural.
even-
When you dress up, then people are like, oh shit, now look at that. But you
Y'all
don't
know it's not
necessarily
something I
have
do
to.
it often.
Right, but it's not something that you have to do. So he never had to expect that from you. You didn't get up and roll out the bed like Whitley Gilbert and have to put makeup on and get back in the bed before he saw you. You see what I'm saying?
Whitley didn't do it either.
You had
Whitley
pretty
did
privilege.
do it.
Listen, that's a different
topic
altogether. And I will say this, that do I think by everybody else's standards I'm pretty? Okay, yeah. But y'all know I don't rock like that. Y'all know.
Yeah.
But do I know I have
That's
it?
what
I
makes you
but
pretty.
I also know I have not high yellow, but light skin privilege. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
You
But
do.
Let's get back to the
and
hair.
green eyes. But anyway, here.
Let's get back to the
it's
hair.
my daughter. My daughter being biracial black, and so we had a problem with her hair because she grew up with her father. Long story, another episode.
Tell them what her father is.
Her father is, he's I met him in Morocco on vacation, and brought him back.
He's Moroccan.
He's Moroccan, yes. No, he's Moroccan from Casablanca, and he didn't really know what to do with her hair, and so he would just send her to hairdressers, and they would flatten it with an inch of his life. And I remember when I came,
Did he take them to a black hairstylist? Why?
he went to Walmart. I don't know if they got him in Walmart or not.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they
They
do.
do.
We're not gonna knock them because there's some girls that getting paid really good in Walmart.
Walmart's prices are not cheap anymore.
No, they're not.
No.
Yeah.
They're not.
But I mean, her hair would be, when I say bone straight, and so much so that the curls wouldn't come back. So at one point I decided I was going to take over doing her hair. So I had to learn all I could about hair that had nothing to do with my hair. I'm an expert on Sarah's hair and all that, but I wanted her to love her curls. It was very important for me for her to understand that to love what literally comes out of her head.
Right.
It's interesting because she asked
Even
me
though
questions.
her mother did not.
Exactly. She talks to me like that. Mom, why you wear that wig? You said always be not, love the hair that you have. And Mom, your hair is white and you should, because my daughter don't mince words at all.
No, she's got a good filter though.
Yeah.
She puts back on you what you threw on her.
Yeah.
Right.
That's her filter.
Yeah, that's a filter.
You said, Mom.
Yeah.
But I thought, do all women? I don't know because I don't have daughters. I mean, I have a stepdaughter, but I never had to do her hair. Did you? But you do Brooklyn's hair.
Yeah.
Did you become an expert at your child's hair? I don't know because
Girl,
it's never
no.
been a thing for me.
When my mama found out I was pregnant with a girl, she bought me a doll head because she said, you don't know how to do hair. And we weren't sure. I don't know what they thought. I know what I thought. But I thought that she was going to have hair like mine.
No.
I didn't.
You do know
I didn't know that.
you were with a white man.
I didn't know that. I thought
thought
she was
some
going to be my color. I tell this, I've said it before. When she was born, they brought her in. They gave her to me. She's got this straight, pretty hair, head full of hair. It's straight. And I'm looking at her and I'm touching her. And then I look at the nurse and I say, here you go. I give her back to the nurse. I say, you can take her back to her family now. I did not know she was mine because she was so white. And the nurse said, no, she's yours. And I said, what am I supposed to do with this? I was looking for a caramel baby. A caramel baby. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for what I got. But, I mean,
I
her
wonder
hair.
how many women do that exact story. My mom told me that story.
Yeah, I mean, because
About me.
it's stunning. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
'Cause
you're
my brother was
expecting-
darker, right?
Yeah.
So Sean's darker,
Right.
and she got this little white skinned baby with green eyes, and she said, "This is a pretty baby, but this
Right,
is
it's
my
not
baby."
your right. Because
I
what
wonder
do
how
you?
many times that's
what do you
happened
do
to us.
with that? But as far as like her hair, she's always had nice hair. But as she got older, her curls came in. Her curls, very pretty hair, very pretty curls. But I learned how to do her hair from a doll head. When Kobe was born, I mean, I knew now. Like I knew then when he was being I was going to get him. I knew not to look for what I was looking for. And he had a head full of hair. He had so much hair, and it was so curly that when he was one, my ex-husband took him and had his hair cut because he said he was tired of people thinking he was a girl. Kobe's hair never grew back curly. He had these big, pretty, it grew back bone straight. So it is one reason why I won't cut my hair, because that I learned when he got his hair cut, your texture comes back differently.
Yes, it does.
When you cut it.
Yes,
so I've always been afraid to cut my hair because I'm just like, if my texture is, coarse, I'm not going to know what to do with it. If it's really coarse, I'm not going to know how to take care of it.
Lynn, how'd you do with Brooklyn's hair? Brooklyn's her. He's a boy, but
yeah, he's a boy. But when I first started, he came out with a whole lot of hair.
He did.
And Brooklyn's got very, very curly hair. Put it this way, he would look right now like the little boy who used to be on High School Musical. Corbin
Blue.
Yeah, he's got Corbin Blue hair. But when he saw his cousin's hair, I just did double strand twists because he wanted to have his hair like his cousin's. And then as he started, getting older, I had to do more research because I wasn't familiar with twists or locks, braids, all other kind of stuff I could do. But his hair texture, if I wash his hair right now, it'll go back to his natural state, which is very curly. It's not coarse. It's not the C or anything like that. He is of extra. Did we call it extra distinct?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
What are you saying?
Well, I'm trying to say, like, he's got some Dominican in him, so he's got a different type of haircut, Dominican and black. So,
but Dominicans are okay.
But yeah, exactly. But on the other end, where his hair is like, it's like, what do you call it?
Got curly, straight hair.
You call it?
I don't know.
Soft hair. So for him, I had to learn how to do everything, and at first, his hair wouldn't catch. So I just had to learn. Just like cutting his hair with clippers, I had to learn.
The one thing my family mentions about my daughter all the time, not one time, is her hair. Every single time. And if she goes out and her hair is a little messy, there's a conversation about that too.
Because I think with hair, to black people, hair, I don't want to say it defines us. I mean, I guess it does, but I think to black people, when we look at a child and it's like, in my mind, I don't see their hair, I see their face. But then as I look, I look at the hair and I'm like, why is the hair like that? I don't know. I think it's just, think it's just black people.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just black women.
What do you mean?
I think just black women look at children and are just like their hair. Like, she needs her
it's
hair
not just
brushed.
their hair. If I see a little snotty nosed kid,
I have a problem with that.
Yeah. Like Martin.
Or your
What's
mama
character
looks,
on Martin?
the mama looks real good, and they got the snotty nose or the messed up clothes, and their hair not done,
and silver
I got a
silver
problem with
teeth.
that. Yeah. Well, I got silver teeth right now.
Okay. That's okay.
I have silver teeth.
You know
right
what's
now.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You gotta get
That's
that quick.
welcome to 50.
I know. Hey,
50.
Where what? Dang it.
But that's probably why there's a conversation about her hair.
I remember.
That's probably why.
I remember what I was gonna say. I remember what I was gonna say.
Especially when it's a texture like hers.
Yeah.
In your
Let her
mind, you
say it,
think
Kim.
her hair is good hair.
Then it should always be
It
done.
needs to be always combed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That makes sense, Kim.
Yeah.
That makes
I
sense.
know. I'm trying to. She's
No,
trying to
I'm
get something out.
saying.
But so when her hair is unkept, I say she has white parent hair.
That's what you tell her.
Yeah. I said you got white parent hair.
You
today.
can't say stuff like that to Sarah.
Why?
And because she's very literal.
Yeah, she is literal.
Why would you say? Because she can go back and repeat that when my mother said that. You know what I'm saying?
but it's true.
Oh, okay, but still,
I said
it
something.
can be rude.
Okay, I'm just a side note, very short side note. I was describing her father's Moroccan, Arab, but in America he's white, and I'm very much black. I'm black. There's black and there's black. And I was talking
You're not midnight 30 though.
No,
You're not blurple.
but I'm saying,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. So we're having a conversation I'm talking about Sarah's friends, and I said, they're the kind of white people who kiss their dogs in the mouth, and he said, that's racist, and I go, okay, but do you know which white people I'm talking about? Anyway, I just want to say that
It's choices. That's choices. That's choices. I'm not gonna say
I've
nothing
seen
else
black
about
people
that.
do it too.
I was about to say that's a choice.
I don't know any.
I have.
I don't know any.
But
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
any.
this,
And
like,
I have had dogs all my life. I wish one would lick me in my mouth.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
that was a
going
side
straight to
note.
the pound.
It's not me, guys. Just so
Elisa's
you know.
child has kissed her on the mouth. I've seen you kiss her on the side.
What?
Who?
What?
Oh,
Your dog.
I don't kiss.
What?
I don't kiss her on her mouth.
I didn't say. I said on
I
the
kiss
side.
his. I kiss his neck.
Did you hear what I just said? I said on the side.
That's another episode for a whole nother day.
It sure
I just want to
is,
say that because we were talking about her daddy and the hair thing. And then at one point, her dad was dating some lady who was I think she was from Cambodia. And whenever
That's
Sarah Harris
interesting.
was
Talking about your ex-husband. Okay.
yeah, my ex-husband. And when she was supposed to be like the housekeeper, but I think she was getting benefits. Anyway, he didn't keep her around. Let me just
Another
say
story.
that. Okay. And so I started making her hair curly because I want, she had a beautiful curl pattern. And she told my daughter that her hair looked like a mop. And I got a little anger issue.
But did it that day?
It was curly. It looked like a curly, when that hair is curling, it shrinks up and it just.
Oh.
But they think that
Shrinkage.
hair, they think that straight hair or
Yeah.
pulled back is just not.
Yeah.
That is the black woman's kryptonite: shrinkage.
Yes.
I call it
Shrinkage.
African shrinkage.
African strength.
And for
Yeah.
listeners who don't know what shrinkage is, it's when we wash our hair or put something in it, and an hour later it's drying and it just shrinks
curl
right
pattern.
on up.
Like a slinky.
Let me ask y'all a quick question since we were talking about the whole Crown Act. All right. So back in the day when girls of other nationalities besides us were getting their hair braided, it was like, oh, okay, it's cute, but you're doing too much. But we
Like Bo
gave
Derek?
passes. Well, yeah. If you want to go back that far.
But she was
yeah.
on vacation and she was on the beach. That was a pass.
Those don't count.
That don't count.
They're allowed
And
to
see,
do it.
and I was just about to say that. But we gave the other persuasion, whichever persuasion it could be. You could be white, you could be Mexican, you could be Chinese or whatever. When they started rocking our styles, our braids, and stuff like that, and getting all of this attention, and that looks so chic and that is so cool. How did y'all feel about the very first time? You remember when Kim Kardashian first had braids?
The Dutch braids.
Yes, and everybody was like, I get it. The style was cute, but then you start thinking, damn, we can't have shit. But when we had it first, it wasn't cute.
Right.
It was unprofessional.
Right.
One thing that
It
will
was-
never go to white people. Remember in the 90s when you'd have to sleep on your face because your hair they had to freeze in your
Damn
hair
straight.
and your hair would freeze into place for
No,
weeks.
ma'am, I never did that. I
You
had
never slept on
Jericho
your face?
all through high school. No,
No, this is
I'm not
after like
that.
early
No,
90s.
it's like when you got like a pineapple
you never saw
or
me.
whatever.
You never saw
No,
me.
never.
Face.
You've
Sister
never
girls.
seen. You've
I
never
ain't
seen me
do
sleep
that.
on my face because I never
No.
had that done. To
So I
mine either.
wouldn't do that either because I like sleeping.
But let me say this, Mo, to what you're talking about. When I see other races with braids,
Cultural appropriation.
boom, and I kind of giggle to myself because I've seen enough TikToks to know that when they take that hair out, their hair is going to come out.
It's gonna be way worse
Not
than ours
everything
is.
is for everyone.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
so when they're taking it out, I just explained this to somebody at work. I happened to see someone who wasn't, a black person, and I was just looking at them. I was smiling at them.
You said they were not black.
They were not black.
Okay.
I was smiling at them. Like I'm just looking and smiling, like staring and smiling. And so when they left, someone said, "Why are you looking like that?" And I said, "Because when she takes those braids out, her hair is going to come out. And that's going to learn her. She going to learn it."
She gonna learn today.
And that's true. And the same people that even if you wear the weaves and you have the clip-ins and stuff like that, I feel so sorry for some of my friends that I've seen have, the weaves and stuff like that because their hair is so thin.
Yeah, your
I
hair-
really feel bad
some
for them
stuff
because
is-
they have to now. Now it's a have to.
Right. Some things are just not for you. Just like some things that they do are not for us. It just
Like
is what it
straightening
is.
our hair.
Like what? Yeah, exactly.
Now, here's the thing. So let's flip it. Is straightening your hair to look.
Back in the day, it was because
Okay.
they wanted
I
you to
don't-
look neat.
I don't think that's the case. I don't.
But when you had
it, though?
No, because
back
people-
in the day when those people were getting jobs in the 60s or whatever, their hair was straight.
That's true.
Their hair was pressed.
And then when they go to the 70s, they went. It was a natural
Then
movement.
it was a natural movement. But back in the day, one of the reasons why we started pressing our hair was so that we
Acceptance.
could slide into, we assimilated
Yeah.
as best we could. And that hair, straightening our hair was a part of assimilation.
White adjacent.
Good verbiage.
So
good
now
verbiage.
Right.
That's how that, and that's why people straighten their hair.
So not appropriation,
No.
assimilation.
We assimilated.
And check this out. When my mom, she was from Cleveland, Ohio, during the riots and all this other kind of stuff. Do you know she told me a story that back in the day, if they saw Black Panthers and everything, if they saw women with their hair pressed, that they would actually throw water.
yeah,
on
they
their hair.
throw water on their hair. Yeah.
Because they wanted them to embrace
Yeah.
their
Right.
natural. But then again, you have to think about it. You are taking away something that I want to do. You don't know what my circumstances are and telling me that I have to assimilate
No, that,
to what the circumstances are.
it's a choice. Hair is a choice. It's not always a statement. You know, I know people like, you straighten your hair, you want to be white. No, I just want to have straight hair, just like you want to wear a blue shirt.
Okay,
why,
but what
though?
if they
But
what
why?
if they just want to have braids?
Then
Yeah.
they can have braids. But people always,
But sometimes it's a choice.
It's yeah.
It's not necessarily
I don't know.
appropriation.
And personally,
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate because I mean I can see both sides of it, right? I can see like, you know what, I think it's cute. I want to check some braids out. Let me do that. Because what do we do is different by when we put the weaves in our hair from the 90s all up till today, and all the supermodels and everything.
But again, I feel like when we were doing weaves, we were doing that to fit into the beauty standard, because the beauty standard
okay.
back then, you had long hair, you were light, white,
but we
and
are the beauty
thin.
standard now.
Well, now we know that.
Yeah, and-
now we know that.
and look-
Then
look at-
not a lot of us knew that.
Look at the people who are at the top of the food chain when it comes to beauty. I don't see any natural hair people.
Susan Taylor's been natural for a long time, but unfortunately,
Okay,
those
is she at the
braids
top
have.
of the food chain?
You can't get no
Susan
higher
Taylor?
than Susan Taylor.
Yeah, you can't get no higher than her.
You can't get no higher
Yeah,
than
Is that on
she's up
Essence
there.
Saturday?
Essence,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But she always had the braids. Now, unfortunately, now she's had them so long that she has her strength of her hair. You can see it in pictures and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that, especially editorials and stuff in the back. But I used to think of myself as the Black Susan Taylor of my jobs, because all of them that I ever worked at, I had had braids. Excuse me, whether they were freestyles or box braids, I still had braids. But there was only one place that ever said, it may not be as professional. And guess what it was? When I was working at Glamour Shots.
Oh wow.
And
Because they had a specific kind of uniform
Yeah.
that they wanted us as makeup artists to look like.
Yeah,
They
we
really
didn't look
preferred
like
for us
them.
to have the slick back ponytail. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, something very simple. But, you know,
but again,
I
that
got
was the
away
beauty
with it.
standard in the 90s.
Right. Exactly.
That was the beauty standards, and also
When you say
Deborah
I think
Lee.
it's-
Deborah Lee,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
CEO of BET, she's
Yes, ma'am.
natural.
Very.
She's natural, and she's a big dog. It's
She's
a lot
natural
of
now.
no, ma'am.
She's been natural,
She's
yeah.
been natural.
Isn't that the light
But
skinned
she-
one
but
with
she's
the
got
soft hair?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Exactly. No,
It's
and-
still-
But
you're
it's
right.
still natural.
Natural.
You know,
I'm gonna be offended. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have soft hair, and when I wear my soft hair, I'm not gonna be offended. But when I wear my soft hair, if someone looks and is just like, oh, she's got soft hair, that would upset me.
Yeah, but-
because you're saying, what are you saying, that you feel like I'm half white or something?
Yeah, because I call it water hair. You can take water and style your hair. I tell my daughter got water hair.
No.
I cannot. But certain textures hair, water can't style your hair. You got the kind of hair that you can put water on and style.
I put water on my hair, it's gonna dry up and it's gonna look a hot ass mess.
No, but you can style it
Yeah.
with water though. You don't need to put product. You can pull it
I
back.
have to use product on my hair. I promise, I swear, I use product on my hair. I cannot just go out with water. I've heard people say, "Oh, no." I know you don't, because we have the same texture hair.
She can't. I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh, but you know what? I will say, just
You
like I
can't.
said the
Guess
same
what?
thing
I
about
can't,
Shell.
and you can't. Nobody
Actually,
here.
I can now. Different texture. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you. I'm just being for real. I'll tell Kim, just like I told Shell, her braids are cute, but I love her curls. Period. Point. The end. Not that I have a choice.
Right.
But if I did, I'm like,
But I also say this.
yo, it's waving up now with your
it
braids.
is, and I just got my
Yeah.
hair done on Tuesday. But here's the thing too, with when I don't have the braids, it's hard. Natural hair is hard.
Yes, ma'am.
To take care of, and people don't know that. It's a lot of
It's a
product.
process.
It's so hard
and more expensive than actually
once-
going to the damn
right.
hairdresser.
And once your curl pattern is changed, because I have like 3 different curl patterns going on in my head. It's a whole bunch of stuff that be going on, and I'm just like, I have to get different products to work these different areas of my hair.
I have a question for everybody.
Oh, I just don't have that kind of time and attention for it. Go ahead.
Where are you in your hair journey? Like, where are you? Because, it's always a journey. We start off a kid and I remember, when it was a holiday and you get your hair pressed and you walking around
With your bubbles and your barrettes.
Yes, and the whole thing. And where are you in your hair? Because I feel like for the first time in my life, my hair is not the most important thing about me, which is funny because it's the first thing that stands out.
You know what's so funny? Like y'all know me. I don't care. I really don't care about my hair. Now I know it has to be appropriate for where I'm going and blah, blah, blah. But my hair has just never
Just looks
been important
neat.
to me.
Right.
I always pull my hair back. Except maybe 90s, maybe late 90s, where, I would get up, I curl my hair and do all the things. But really, for the most part, I had a jerk curl when you met me all through high school. And in college, I had braids. Like, it's always been the easy thing for me. And that has not changed. Right now I'm wearing these, they're tired now, but these twists, this is what I'll be wearing for the next 10 years till I cut my hair. You know why? Because it's not like braids. It's not heavy. It's super light. It's super cute when it looks super cute.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. And I told you, when I turn 60, remember when I retire, 62, whatever, I'm shaving it off. I'm be just like you, Shell. I'm done with it.
And I'm the same way with you. Braids are a convenience. Braids are get up and go.
They're also
braids
cute.
are they're very pretty.
Mo, where are you in your hair journey?
I'm glad you asked that. Right now, my hair journey is terrible. I have been in the beauty industry for so long that I know I have ruined my hair. So now I'm going around. At first, I thought I had alopecia, but I don't have alopecia because alopecia would be completely smooth. I still have fuzz.
Okay.
So I'm going through getting my edges back to where they used to be. Your hair can still grow, just like your nails can naturally grow.
Monostat and grease.
You know what? I heard that too.
All I'm
You
gonna
say
say.
Monostat?
Monostat
Yeast?
and grease.
But guess what I've been using?
Yeast.
I've been using bergamot,
Uh-huh.
and you know that don't smell good.
I love that smell.
But
we all are
Different
triggered by that smell
personalities.
because we all know what Blue Magic
personalities.
smell like.
true that.
Right.
Okay, we
Right.
know it is.
I was about to call it other grease Crown Royal. What was it called? Crown.
It's crap.
Crown. It was a red
Oh,
and green.
oh,
logo.
that's
One was Ultra Sheen and one was
Dax.
it was
And
something crown.
it had a silver.
I think it was Dax, wasn't it? Was
No,
it
Dax.
not Dax.
It's not the wax. The wax.
No, it was Crown
Something.
and that was always what we used to use to get our hair pressed.
How much money we spend on that damn?
Exactly.
We spend so much money on our hair.
But here's the thing: when I first stopped doing the relaxers and stuff, and I started seeing my hair pattern come in and stuff like that, or even when I was doing a twist myself, I noticed
Royal Crown.
Royal Crown.
Hairdressing.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Hairdressing.
Kim.
There you go. Thank you,
Hairdressing.
Kim. But I noticed that, it's a whole lot more work trying to figure out, like Kim was saying, with products and stuff like that. Because my hair, it needs hydration, like for real. If I don't get something that hydrated, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
But it's just like when you're trying to lose weight. I'm going somewhere with this. You know how more expensive it is to eat healthy
Yep.
than it is to eat cheap?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I'm like, okay, I really want to do that natural hair thing. But as soon as I get my coins together, I'm getting my braids.
Yeah. Kim, I love your hair, but I only see you that way. And I think I ran past the picture on Facebook, and I go,
Was her hair wearing it naturally out?
It was like curly a little bit.
Listen, I would be jealous of you wearing your hair
Hell
out like
yeah.
that when you be doing your TikToks and stuff.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Man, I wish I was brave like that.
Because see, that's the thing. Both of y'all two, Kim and Shell, y'all have the hair that other people want. And sometimes when you get what you want, people who have straight hair want curly hair. People with curly hair want straight hair.
I was what you know.
Her hair is the way that I see my hair as far as it being red, though. Not her color, because she's got the nice honey blonde. I would do my burgundy or my red, but I see myself with big hair like
Don't
hers.
get me wrong.
So I
now.
buy the wigs to look like her hair.
Don't get me wrong. I love my hair, especially when I'm having a really good hair day. I love my hair. It's just easier for me to have it braided. I don't have to get up and fool with it in the morning. And I've said this to some friends. It takes at least, if I wash my hair, let's say I wash my hair on a Sunday, My hair is not going to be the way I want it to be until Thursday.
I was gonna say
I don't know
Wednesday.
why.
Yeah.
It just takes forever for my hair to get that way. So when I wash my hair, by the time Thursday comes, well, I'm going to get my hair braided. So nobody really gets to see it other than the people that I work with. And it's not where I like it, so I'm probably going to pull it back in a ponytail. It's going to look a hot ass mess. But
I ain't never seen you look a hot ass mess, and don't you say that
I
again.
have. Listen, you know what? Actually, before
True friendship.
let me
True.
let me just go back real quick. Before I decided when I put these twists in my hair, I've been before this a year ago. I said, you know what? I'm done with the natural hair. I'm going to straighten my hair. I'm going to cut it short. Go back to the whole Halle Berry thing or whatever.
Right.
And
You rock that too.
I loved it. I love it. It's more maintenance, but I loved it. I'm ready to go back, right? But yo, you know what has changed a lot? Making an appointment for a hairdresser.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
I just want to call you and be like,
they ain't
hey,
hairdressers.
are you, well,
I'm not even what to
stylist,
call
whatever
them.
you want to call it. I'm like, first of all, you can't even just call and make an appointment. You got to go online. You got to go on sites. You got to pick that. And then you can't even talk to nobody before you're like, okay, so you have to make a consultation. And then
Do you have to pay for a consultation?
Yes.
I've never been
you
to a
have to
hairdresser
pay
here.
for a consultation.
Never once have I been to a hairdresser.
Listen, this is something I say is new because I ain't been to a hairdresser in a long time. But let's say this has been since I went natural, 2013. So from then to now, and there's nothing you can't walk out there spending less than $300.
I was just about to say because you're gonna get charged for everything. You get charged for the
Everything.
shampoo, whereas back in the day, a shampoo would
shampoo
You know what?
included.
right. No,
You know what? My stylist, Carmen Sanchez, I love her to death.
We love you, Carmen Sanchez.
My stylist, it's not like, I don't know what she does with other people, but I never have those issues ever.
You just
ever.
call? You just call?
I send her a text message. Hey, can I get in? And when she
Wait.
first started doing it, I think it was her son
You talking about for your braids?
for my braid.
Nah, I think that's different though.
But
You
even
got a chick. You got a girl
But-
like I got a girl.
right, but she does everything. She doesn't just do braids.
Oh, okay.
She does everything. So when I first reached out to her, hey, this is what I want. It was no like, okay, we'll come in. We'll do this. No, it was none of
Kim,
that.
but you have to look at it like this too. It's called loyalty.
Yeah.
If I call my
That's
girl,
true.
that
No, I
braids
didn't
my
even know.
hair-
I didn't know. I knew her, but I didn't. She wasn't my stylist then. I just woke up one day and said, I want 2 braids like I had in college. And so I was looking for somebody, and someone, I think it was her son, said her name. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try her.
But see, here's
and
the thing,
I just
though,
called
but
her out
now
the
that
blue.
you're in,
Oh, now that I'm in,
you
it's
see what I'm
different.
saying?
Yeah,
It's always gonna be you
Yeah,
first.
now that I'm in, it's something
I
different.
feel like Italian mothers feel about eating out when it comes to hairdressers. Why? If I can do my own hair,
but I can't braid.
Not like that.
I don't know how to braid.
I can't
but I would,
cut.
but I would learn it if I had to do it.
I don't
Because,
have time.
Yeah, no, don't. Yeah.
yeah, but
Oh,
that's just.
I mean,
that's just-
you're right. Like you're going to pay for convenience, but really, at the end of the day, the trained,
Right,
stylist,
professional.
you
Yeah.
want it done. Like I can't cut my own hair.
girl, I learned how to cut my doors out. I bought all the products.
That's fine.
I
But
did-
if you want to have a style, like if I was going to get the Halle Berry, I can't cut that by myself.
And I
need
wonder-
somebody who's
We got TikTok.
learned how to do it.
I wonder why stylists now
I wouldn't
charge
trust
the way
myself.
the way they charge. I'm curious. Any listeners out there that are stylists, please, if you charge it, if you have a deposit, a consultation, et cetera, please let us know why you charge the way you charge. Maybe it's because they're standing on their feet all day.
And there's nothing-
Maybe that
nobody's
too.
saying they don't
it's
deserve
time.
the money.
I'm not. Yeah, definitely they
That's not
deserve
what
what
we're
they
saying.
do. But
Right,
I'm
right.
just curious why the prices. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are the prices so much money?
you know,
but it's product too, guys. Like this one woman I was watching.
It's
on
always been
TikTok,
product, though.
She had to do for them to do the Brazilian blowout. She says she don't just do it. You can't just come and sit in her chair. She has to maintain your hair by getting it hydrated, conditioning, all this other kind of stuff. She makes like 3 appointments beforehand, because if not, when she does that Hawaiian silk, I think that's what it's called. When she does that, if she doesn't do all of that, then you're wasting your own money, because as soon as you go outside in that humidity, it's gonna poof up.
You know how,
How many-
irritated I would
but
be
how
having
many-
to go 3 times, and all I want you to do is give me
And that-
give me a damn Hawaiian press. I just want you to give me a silk press.
So
Yeah,
maybe
seriously.
she really is a professional and she wants to do the best job ever. Like I'll
Right.
give that to
Some
her.
people are like that.
but a lot of them are not, and
You're
you
right.
know that
Right.
they're not.
That
they're
is
not
true.
stylists
That
who
is
are
true.
pros
That is
who have
true.
been in this thing
Let-
for
let
a
me-
long time.
Shout out to the kitchen titians. Real talk.
Kitchen.
I mean,
let me
I'm
just
about to go
shout
down.
out.
Let me just say this: they had to make a law for us to be able to wear our hair the way we wanted to in places that we needed to wear it.
And that's crazy.
And as much money as we spend,
On products.
we single-handedly, as Black women, hold up the hair industry. You cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot tell
You cannot.
me
You cannot.
otherwise.
Did you hear that one woman on TikTok that happened to her when she was at this job for a major company or whatever, and they sell Black products, and she was supposed to be doing social media. You saw that, Kim? And so she was discriminated against.
She was the only Black in the company.
Only Black in the whole company. Everybody was cool at first. Well, the Asian people were cool with
Asians,
her
yeah.
and at first, but when she was really doing her job, all of a sudden people didn't like her. She went to TikTok, and when I tell you, I believe the product starts with an E or something like that, but it's in all of our beauty supplies, okay? That she put it out there, and everybody else just kind of followed suit, because you're absolutely correct. We give you the money.
So much money. And shout out to the black owned.
There's not many
Beauty
of them.
supplies.
It's very hard
It's
for
not
them
a
to
lot.
get into
Shout out
it.
to y'all.
Now, every time I go in, they don't have the products I want.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe they
but
don't.
do you talk to
And
them and
it-
tell
maybe
them?
they
Did you
don't.
ask them?
Exactly. Do you tell
Maybe
them,
they
hey,
ordered
this is
for
what
you.
I want,
And
blah, blah, blah.
You know, some stuff they can't order because some of the books are only in Korean. Black hair suppliers in America, their books are only in Korean.
Ma'am, there's this thing called Google, and you can take a picture of it.
What is Google?
Translate.
And it,
I've
Google
never heard of that.
Translate.
Never heard of that.
And you can look it up and see what you want. But shout out to them. Like, we need more, because I don't know how the Asians were able to corner that market.
They did.
Of our hair products. Like, it's crazy to me. And then I
Go say it now. Say it.
I'll
it's
say
just
it.
crazy. No. I was gonna say I do. You know, I go to the beauty supply. It's a guy. His name is Robert. I've been going to his beauty supply. He's worked at that beauty supply forever and ever. Now he's an owner of it. You know, a co-owner of it. I go in it, but they are Asians, right?
Yep.
So they're very nice people.
They're Korean, most
They're
likely.
they're very
Vietnamese.
nice people, but you know, I've also gone to another beauty supply in the area, and they're watching me. Like, I'm not going to keep coming in here and you're watching me. I don't want to steal your shit. I don't want to steal a $5 bobo.
And you're not going to put
I'm
my
just
picture
coming
on
in
this
here.
glass talking about she
Right.
can't come in here no more.
But I mean, I know it happens. But for people like me, I'm not interested in coming in here and stealing a $5 comb. I'm coming in here. You don't have to watch me, baby. Go watch that lady over there in the corner. But I don't want to go into a store, and I know it happens even in department stores. I'm not, and if I find out, and if I'm in a department store and I see someone watching me, I'll walk out, because I'm spending my money in here. It's the same thing
Agreed.
with hair. I'm spending my money in here, and what you won't do is hound me and watch me in your beauty supply.
I have a question for
Shout
the
out
listeners.
to Mr. Moon on Imperial Valley.
I want to ask the listeners, what is their budget for their hair? Like, what percentage of their budget is their hair? You know, we have an understanding that we need to take care of it, and we allow the type of, the money to be put aside to do that. So I just want the listeners, especially as we're wrapping up here, talking about the crown neck and how important hair is in the Black community.
It's very important.
And how important it is to how you're viewed in the society. Even though it's not something we choose, we know for sure that's what's happening.
Yeah. Well,
And-
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
but before we close out, though, I will say that yes, the Crown Act is there, and honestly, I think it's a little bit more accepting in corporate America to have your hair. And it is a lot more accepting because I wear my hair like that all the time, and a lot of women do.
And you are in corporate America, yeah.
So it's becoming more acceptable, right, as time goes, which is what we want. But it's a slow game. And also, shout out to my lady in Dallas, Texas. Well, she do it anywhere, right? So Houston, Dallas, Tamika Braids and Weaves. You can find
Hey,
her on
Tamika.
TikTok,
You know who,
Hey, Tamika.
you know who
TikTok.
shaves my head?
Facebook, Instagram.
My husband shaves my head.
Shout out to your husband. For
Shout out to
For
your
someone who don't like it,
He sure
doesn't-
do it.
Can I tell y'all a story
He do that
about
shit
That is
good.
kind of weird.
Can I tell y'all a story y'all mentioned earlier? And again, I know we're closing out, but y'all mentioned earlier about having Jerry curls.
You never had one?
I had one.
She had soft hair.
She needed. All she had to
She
do
could
was
just put water on it.
Water activated. Let me tell y'all, I wanted a Jerry curl so bad. There was a guy in my class.
You
his
missed
name was
out, girl.
Gerald Ransom, and I thought that he had a
He had
Jerry
a name
curl.
like Gerald.
No, but
You know he had a curl.
It was his hair. It wasn't a curl. It was just his natural hair. I had the same kind of hair, but I wanted a Jerry curl. And I cried and I cried and I cried until they let me get a Jerry curl. They being my grandparents and my mom. I cried and I cried and I cried. And my grandfather would always just look at me and shake his head because he didn't understand why I needed to go pay somebody all this money when all I had to do was wet my hair and put some activator on it.
So yeah, we're going to drop the mic on that one. Activate in water. Not all of us can do it, but when you can, you can.
Get it done.
Thank you for being here with us today. We appreciate all the listeners and everybody who's following us. I want to thank our friends, my friends, Elise, Kim, and Mo, and my
Shell.
You stole on that. You really you forgot our name.
Be sure,
I'm 50.
That's that
I'm
50 plus.
I'm 50
be
plus.
sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank
Follow.
you. Bye.
We have come to the end of our conversation. We certainly thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again. Always remember that the journey of friendship is built on the path of loyalty, acceptance, and grace.